Mike's Daily Podcast.
Episode 990. Oh my gosh.
990.
10 away from 1,000.
Yeah.
It's Mike Matthews broadcasting from Cafe Anyway, located somewhere in Podcaster Valley. Haley, the Semi Valley is with the semi.
Yeah, the semi.
The semi. The semi. No, the
semi-truck.
Honk, honk. Welcome.
Mike's Daily Podcast.
Today, part 3
Yes, 3
of Nifty
Mike's
Daily Podcast.
2015 Nifty Radio with some people that I have interviewed on my show and their music. I love the people at the local Peet's Coffee. They sit there all day looking like they cannot potty. To be served by the baristas that are hotties helps me get through the conversations that have caught me surprised unawares outside of the place.
Mike's Daily Podcast.
Outside of the Peets. I'm talking about what?
This is going to be a wonderful precedent for the rest of the show.
The Nimrod,
Daily
spandex laden
Podcast.
bicyclists that are talking outside, and they're stretching and they're all talking to each other like, yeah, you know, I put my money in a 401k. What about you? Oh, I'm from Southern California. I don't know what I'm talking about because nobody sounds like this up here in Hello. That's
Hello.
Now Northern California.
Hello.
I just really, they irritate me.
What, the people who talk like this?
Bicyclists.
Oh.
Do you bicycle?
No. I hate
Cyclists.
bicycling.
You hate bicycle? I do too. It hurts my areas.
It hurts my brain.
Cyclists, whatever they like to be called. Anyway, Cafe Anyway. They're over outside talking.
Bicycle enthusiasticalists.
I think people should do what they want. You know what? When I used to come up and visit Northern California, I loved seeing all the cyclists riding up and down Marin County and whatnot, going, hey, I'm riding my bike up to Mount Tamalpais.
Marin County's pretty.
Isn't it? Mm-hmm. Let's go right now.
Okay, we can visit my grandparents.
We've just hopped into the Cafe Anyway bus, and all these people came with us. This is our driving music. Ding, 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 ding.
Is this now Mike on mobile?
This is now Mike on mobile.
Mike on mobile.
Okay, we're riding up to Mill Valley.
So I've never seen The Notebook.
What? You were telling me I need a notebook because of all my notes that I have.
It's a single tiny piece of paper.
I don't use real notebook paper.
It says The Vow, which is another Nicholas Sparks book. So there you go. In theaters February 10th.
Well, you know how I got that? I wrote this somehow. Somebody around here, because we have a Christian radio station, has a notepad from The Vow. They must have sent as a promotional copy to remind you to go see this movie.
Interesting.
Does it have Christian overtones?
The Vow? I don't know. It's based off of a Nicholas Sparks novel, so I'm pretty sure it's fairly wholesome. Probably about marriage.
What else did Nicholas Sparks write as we ride along in this bus?
The Vow, Notebook.
Oh! Wait a minute. I see what you're saying. How kismet. That you're talking about how I need a notebook, and I've written this on a piece of paper that says The Vow, and the notebook was written by the same guy that wrote The Vow.
Yeah, and you mentioned The Notebook featuring Ryan Gosling, who I do like, but I just haven't seen him in The Notebook.
It's a sad movie.
I'm sure.
The late James Garner's in it. The lovely Rachel McAdams. He waits for her forever. He builds a house.
Is it a lake house?
A lake house.
Featuring... Who was in that movie?
Rachel McAdams, Ryan Gosling Jr., and James Garner.
No, the lake house.
Oh, the lake house. That was Sandra Bullock.
That was... Oh, yeah. Okay.
I love romantic movies, and I wrap myself... I can ensconce myself in large blankets that were made by my grandmother.
What was that one romance movie where the girl was dead?
Ghost?
No. Well, the guy was dead in Ghost.
Right, that's Patrick Swayze.
Oh, Oh, my love,
my darling. I've heard
one of my favorite songs.
Unchained Melody. I'm told that song was written by a man in prison.
That makes sense.
Righteous Brothers did it. Elvis, Leanne Rimes.
Elvis did it?
Yeah, way back.
You sure? You sure it wasn't?
I can't confirm or deny that.
Okay, because it might have just been Elvis impersonators.
Oh.
Since that's not the first time that people have thought that Elvis did a song and then it was an Elvis impersonator. Crazy little thing called love.
I was just going to bring that up. When we played on K-Hey, because I used to do the sort of the show where we played new music and people would call in and say, I hate it, it ain't country enough, or whatever.
Right.
So we played, Dwight Yoakam did a cover of Crazy Little Thing Called Love, and people are calling up, I love that Elvis song. I'm like, no. Queen did that.
Queen.
Who? Queen. You know, I see a little silhouette of a man. Baramoosh, can you do the fandango? Thunderbolt and lightning, very, very frightening. Mamma mia,
Mamma mia,
mamma mia,
Mamma mia,
mamma mia, Figaro, Magnifico. I see a little silhouette of a man.
You just looped it around.
What's the next line?
Easy come,
Easy go, will
you
it?
let me go.
Bismillah.
Oh, let me go.
Let me go.
Did I let you go?
Let me go. Let you go. Let you go. Let me let you go.
Oh, let me go. No.
Mamma mia, let
Mamma
me
mia, let me go.
Beelzebub has a devil put aside for me. For me. For me. Bow, 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 bow. So you want to consider me and spit in my eye.
So you think you can love me and
leave me to die.
oh, baby.
Bow, bow, bow.
Can't you listen to me, baby?
Bow, bow, bow.
Just gotta get out.
Just gotta get right out of here. I love how your voice is fantastic, and I'm like, I suck.
Oh, you're not bad.
I was supposed to do the low ends, but then there's really no low ends to that song at that part of the song. It's just total Freddie Mercury rocking.
Yeah. So you should have told all those country people that they enjoyed a song written by a Middle Eastern bisexual man.
With a fantastic overbite and mustache.
And a booty that won't stop.
And he showed off that booty every chance he could in those little tiny gym shorts he wore in that one, the game, the one they did the game concert video for. That I think that's the one everybody sees.
I think so, yeah.
It was so well produced. And he comes out there. Dun, 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 dun.
And most of the love songs that they wrote were about his cats.
Get out of here.
Yeah, he had 12 cats and adored them all. I think it's 12, but he had a lot of cats.
Well, I want to say My Best Friend, but that actually wasn't Freddie Mercury. That was the bass player wrote that one, Deacon.
But like Delilah was one of his cats.
How does that one go? My Delilah. But he said, "I'll get along without you in my life." Are you ready? Are you ready for this? Are you ready at the end of the seat? Got a doorway that's good as brick. Got on the beat. And another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust. Another one down. Which, okay, thanks for taking that little ride through the 80s on our bus trip up to Mill Valley.
Another one rides the bus?
That would be Weird Al Yankovic.
Is it the Magic Bus?
Oh, Magic Bus. That's the Who. Boy. We're going to do karaoke night at my house on New Year's Eve. You're welcome to join us.
Melody, and I will make sure everyone feels bad about their own singing voices. I guarantee it.
Yeah. Because you can do that triple frickin' octave thing.
I need Yeah.
Can't wait. I can't wait till you hit that note.
I will. I have.
I can't wait for you to do it again. Oh, so I have a couple notes as we're riding up to Mill Valley in the Magic Bus. Ant-Man. I rather enjoyed Ant-Man. And I want to tell you why. Did you see it?
No.
It's been out a gazillion years.
Yeah.
As I mentioned before, I will probably see Star Wars The Force Awakens in a gazillion years.
Right.
But Ant-Man is the best Marvel movie because it doesn't follow the same freaking formula every Marvel movie has. It kind of throws it off a bit, and I like that. Next note.
What about Ant-Man?
Entenmann's?
Ant-Man. Just a guy who's also a tree.
Entenmann's that make pasta, cake? Wait. Why is he a tree?
He's an Ant-Man.
Is that a type of tree?
It's a spirit of a tree.
An Entman?
Ant-Man. E-N-T.
How
Like a tree
apropos
person.
to bring that up here on winter solstice.
It's like a dryad, but not.
Is a dryad like an elf?
A dryad is the tree version of a naiad.
And what we're having is a dyad. It's two people talking to
Yeah.
three people would be a triad. Mm-hmm. There's some wacky stuff that goes down with a triad, man.
Oh, man.
The French like to get involved with that. What were we talking about? Oh. So, anyway, that's a good cafe anyway. I like that. Trump and that eagle.
And that eagle. Yes, I was the one that told you about that.
Thank you for showing me that. So the Trump is being attacked by an eagle, and it's wonderful.
It's a bald eagle named Uncle Sam, who's kind of the mascot of America. This specific bald eagle.
It's a beautiful bald eagle. Have you seen a bald eagle in the wild?
Yeah.
Aren't they fantastic?
Yeah.
I'm glad we have that as our symbol.
I'm not.
You wanted the tree,
I wanted the turkey.
which was Ben Franklin's original pick.
Yeah, I would be fine with that.
I see a lot of turkeys in the hills of Podcastro Valley. They walk with like 11 other... They're very social. They
Yeah,
get together and
they
they're
go
kind
in
of like...
flocks. And then they get stuck in trees.
And my dog chases them and can never catch them because they fly, as people don't realize. They do these huge hops. And
yeah,
then
it's not like a full fly, but it sure is a far glide.
Rob said something really funny on Friday.
That's Rob Black.
When I was producing a show, he was talking about how, why would Mark Zuckerberg put Facebook where they put it over there in that, he goes, it's a freaking marsh. And then Rob goes, and you take your dog for a walk around there and a flea bites it and it dies.
Yep. Well, Rob is kind of anti-dog pet. He's like,
No, he likes dogs, doesn't he?
well, he kind of likes dogs, but he said numerous times on his show, like, you know, let the dog go, save money.
Yeah, dogs can be expensive. Gotta buy them food.
And medical bills.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, though. Get Costco food, the Costco brand, Kirkland,
Yeah, uh-huh.
and then that's at the best value, and then you're only spending about $30 every month and a half.
That's pretty decent.
And then
That's slightly more expensive than Netflix.
walk your dog every day. Just make sure he doesn't do something stupid like mine did last year or earlier this year and get his paw scratched.
Right.
I enjoy Netflix.
Do you want a lemon bunt cake?
Sure.
Okay.
That's the nicest thing anyone's ever asked me. So speaking of dogs,
You'll have to share it, but we'll bring it.
I'll take whatever part of that bun cake you want to give me as we ride in the Mike bus up to Mill Valley.
Whoa, the Mike bus.
So speaking of dogs, did I tell you that I was walking my dog on Sunday, and this is the day that friend of my friend Robert, who you might meet on New Year's Eve, his fiance, she texted me and said, "Hey, do you want to meet our friend Gina? Come to church."
Yes.
And I wrote her back. I said, "Look, I wake up at 4 a.m. every morning. I'm not going to go to church on Sunday when I can sleep in."
Yeah.
And she goes, "I was just kidding." Anyway, so there I am walking my dog going, I missed out on meeting a girl. I guess I'll never meet a girl. I live in Antarctica. I said Antarctica.
Antarctica.
Because I like to drop T's like most Californians.
Antarctica.
Californians drop their T's. Unless you're Rob Black and then you say, better. He says he really pronounces his T's. Which is good. You should... What I'm saying is, as I'm walking Basil, I meet a girl. Well, I'm walking Basil, and she's walking her dog. It turns out, though, at the very end that she was married.
Oh, no. Was the dog married?
The dog was married. No, because the dog was much too young.
Okay.
Which brings me to my question to you, Haley, which is, constantly you see these studies that say that married people live longer than single people. My question to you is, yeah, I see that study all the time.
Really?
You're giving me that look like, what the heck,
I've
Wilson?
never seen that study. I mean, it kind of makes sense. But
I hear it over and over again. And you know what I have to say to that is, when I was married, I had never been more stressed in my life. I was so stressed. I was like puking. I was like gluten intolerant every day.
But, okay, so is it the average age of people that are married versus people that are single is longer, or is it they live longer?
They live longer.
Okay. Because if it was like the average age, then they probably factor in things like early deaths, suicides, things of that nature.
Oh.
You know? And obviously, I'd say that the majority of people... I'm not saying this is totally true. I don't have the studies to back this up. But it would be my best guess that the majority of people that commit suicide and such are single.
And lonely.
Right.
Ah.
Or not married, at least, you know?
Yeah.
So So like the people that live out their lives and don't mess it up, I think, like, it would be my guess. I think that single people would actually live longer than married people, if they don't mess it up somehow.
Right.
And
don't get consumed with the loneliness.
There's so many factors that
I'm gonna die alone.
Smoking, drinking, just sadness in general.
Yeah.
Those things will affect married people as long as the stress. But then if you factor in the suicides and other factors like that lead to shorter deaths, I'm sure that if you're taking averages, it may not be totally accurate.
We all die alone.
Yeah. Unless you're in a suicide pact.
Unless you're with Heaven's Gate in San Diego, where that happened.
Knocking on heaven's door.
Father, take this badge from me. I can't wear it anymore. It's getting dark, too dark to see. I feel like I'm knocking on heaven's door. Yeah, yeah. Axl Rose, knocking on heaven's door. Wow, yeah. Oh, wow, I'm washed up. Knocking on heaven's door. Whoa, sweet child of mine. Sweet child of mine. What? Oh, sweet love of mine. Well, the weather outside is frightful.
Hella windy.
Is it windy?
Oh, yes. At least it was when I left my house.
Yeah, we had like wind alerts.
My parents said if it's raining, wake me up
before you go.
Yeah, and I'll take you to work because they don't like
on
me
a
to
line
be out
and
in the
yo-yo.
rain.
They don't want you out in the rain.
They don't want me out in the rain, and it wasn't raining as far as I could tell, but it was very, very windy. So windy that it woke them up, and then I got a ride.
See, I thought the wind would wake me up, but it didn't. I was happy about that.
You have earplugs, don't you?
That's why I had earplugs in.
Yeah.
I like earplugs. Let's wrap this up by saying Steve Harvey did a total mess up.
Yeah, we mentioned that yesterday.
Right, but what I heard later was they gave him a piece of paper, and it listed the first runner-up at the top of the page, and he read that first saying, "That's the winner!"
See, I saw the piece of paper, and it's like second runner-up, first runner-up. and then giant letters on another part of the paper, like down in the corner. Miss Universe. It looks like a logo.
Really?
Honestly. And then tiny words below that says the name of the winner. I can totally see how he messed that up. I can totally see it.
Okay. See, that was smart of him, because he even showed it to the camera, didn't he, when he was on the show or something?
I think so.
He's apologized so many times.
Yeah.
And everybody's making him a joke by saying things like, Happy Monday! Oh, wait, it's Friday.
But honestly, like, I can see how they messed that up, because it looks like it could be a logo at the corner if you're not paying explicit attention.
And then the president of Colombia is like, but he put the crown on top of his head, so he asked the queen is already... that's not even an accent.
Well, congrats to Mrs. Philippine.
Yes.
Whether she actually gets to win or not, she's still the winner in our hearts.
And then, of course, Trump goes, if I had done this... it would have been nothing, nobody messes up. But then he was like, Steve did a good job.
He owns that, doesn't he?
He sold it all. He had to sell it all. And NBC sold it or got rid of it, and Fox took it over.
Nice.
So Fox apparently had good ratings with it.
Yeah.
But NBC had better last year. I don't watch those shows because I feel like my entire life has just fallen into a trash can somewhere when I watch those shows.
Somewhere. Trash can somewhere. Like you're looking around for your life in various trash cans, burying through the trash.
Oh, we're crossing the Richmond Bridge. Yeah, we're going the long way around.
It's bumpy.
Bumpy.
It's really windy on this bridge.
It's windy. Oh, I hope we don't get blown up. Oh my gosh, we got blown off the bridge. Splash.
Splash sound effect that we're not going to add, probably. What an exciting adventure.
I just hit F8, so I know for sure I'm going to add that sound effect.
We should go to Angel Island now.
Let's swim to Angel Island. More splash effects.
Splash, 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 splash.
Okay, we're at Angel Island.
Splash, splash, splash.
This is just silly. We should get to the segment called 2015 Nifty Radio Part 3. 3, yeah.
3.
I have 5 parts. I just did the 5. Oh, we're counting down. And 1, go.
2015 Nifty Radio.
This is Kai Alfred Hillig, and you're listening to Mike's Daily Podcast with the amazing Mike Matthews.
Hi, this is Daniel G. Harmon, and you're listening to Mike's Daily Podcast with Mike Matthews.
Hi, this is Katie Garibaldi, and you're listening to Mike's Daily Podcast with Mike Matthews.
Well, we're hanging out on Angel Island, and that was awesome. 2015 Nifty Radio.
There's the large houses here.
How did they get these large houses onto this island?
Piece by piece.
This is the island.
Day by day. Day by day. Oh, dear Lord, 3 things I pray, 3 things I pray.
Wow, look at you going all Christian pop music on us.
It's not Christian. It was big in the 70s.
Really?
Yeah, I was because the Godspell movie.
Oh, yeah, your favorite movie.
Yeah, I don't like the movie that much. I just like the soundtrack.
Well, let me tell you what we heard in our 2015 Nifty Radio for today. We kicked it all off with Kai Alfred Hillig, who I'm going to be speaking to a little bit later on in 2016. We heard a song from one of my favorite albums he did called Real Snow, called When You Were a Waitress. And what I like about Kai is he's got this folk artist feel, but then he does some cool, his lyrics kind of catch you unawares. And then there's cool drum machines on this album.
Radical.
Then we heard his good friend Daniel G. Harmon.
Oh, what a friend.
And because they both live up in the Washington State place. And we heard his song, This Is How Your Hell Will Sound.
I like that name.
Does that frighten you? I love that title. And then finally Katie Garibaldi and her song Stand in My Way. And I saw Katie recently at Zacalo's Coffee in San Leandro. And Katie is the sweetest girl. She is a singer-songwriter. She's coming out with a new album in 2016, too.
Good for her.
I met her husband and her mom at Zacalo's.
Zacalo's.
And Katie was like, oh, yeah, hey. Because I interviewed her in a laundromat.
Huh.
And in San Francisco, Brainwash Cafe and Laundromat, where they have music and comedy.
And laundry.
And San Francisco has cool places like that, but I never get out there
anymore.
Because of the BART